A book was found in some old ruins. All the scholars who decoded it puzzled over the mystery of the book. A world with 2 moons illuminating the sky. The many dazzling adventures of a young boy. But whether or not this is a true story, do you believe in the story woven in the book? Maybe it's a fantasy that existed only in a boy's heart. Let me tell you this story. This ancient book tells of a magical and magnificent fairy tale. And the hero of this wondrous tale, whose name is Toem.
You've gathered quite a few of them.
I had a hard time finding dancers with the right qualifications. Look at them. Their dance of blood. Mixing the blood of witches with that of humans is the key to breaking the seal. However, I do have some problems.
Problems?
In order to procure good material, you do need adequate...
I see. I'll pay you extra. That should solve your problem, huh?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So, when will it happen?
Very soon, sir. Let us enjoy the ceremony till it's time. Flag, sir, do you know the legend of the Dark Genie sealed in the urn?
Of course. How much money do you think I put into acquiring this urn? I've been waiting for this for years, and now its legendary power is mine.
"400 years ago, the Genie of Darkness appeared in the east, and with its evil power, the world was burnt away. What do you intend to do with such frightening power in your hands?"
You'll see. So now is the time.
Yes, sir, so it seems.
What? This is the Genie?
Well, it's quite different than I imagined. Ancient Dark Genie, this is it?
Hey, who are you guys?
Welcome back, Genie. Genie of Darkness, I broke the seal and released you. Therefore, I am your master.
Oh, is that right? Whatever, fine. Yes, that's right. I haven't eaten for 400 years. Darn, I have to eat something. I need food. Food. Got you. Huh? Oh, stop it! Help!
Gulp.
Delicious.
Hi, how are you today? Toan, it's already started. Come on, let's go. Toan, it's already started. Come on, let's go.
See, I told you, you should have hurried.
Come on, we're late. I'm a staff member this year, so I have to go. Sorry.
Oh, she left you. Toan, hurry up.
Look at these insects squirm about. Start there.
Toan!
Hello, everybody, and welcome into Dark Cloud. My name's Matt, and I'm glad you joined me for this. I love this game. Seems how this channel is starting is I'm just playing the games that I loved when I was growing up, and I started with Chrono Cross, and now I'm moving on to Dark Cloud. So, here we go.
Hi there. Can you hear me? Open your eyes. Wake up. I am the Fairy King. I am the entity that unites all of nature's spirits. Listen well, young one, something bad has happened. Men blinded by greed have revived the Dark Genie. This Dark Genie is terribly powerful. Its power is so great that it could destroy the entire world. You saw it, your own village being destroyed right before your eyes. Not just your village, in a flash. Many villages and towns were destroyed. In one night, half of your world was annihilated. It must be the men from the east that performed the resurrection ceremony, probably thinking to use its black demon power for war, without realizing how frightening it is. It is darkness, pure darkness itself. Long ago, this so-called Dark Genie almost destroyed the entire world. Its malevolence is that great. The bad thing is that it has the same type of magical power as us, spirits. Unfortunately, we aren't powerful enough to destroy it. Young man, I see that you have a strong will that could withstand the evil power, and also a clear, kind heart. You must be able to fight against the darkness it generates. I decided to stake our fate on you. Let me bless you with some power. There, surprised? That's called Atlamilia. Let me say that again. Atlamilia. I made it up. It's a stone with a magical power. Oh, don't look that way, boy. I'll explain now. It might get too bright for your eyes in a moment. Oh, no! It's all gone. Do you know where this is? This is no simple empty lot. This was your village. But do not lose heart. As long as you have that stone, you can return it to its original form. You see, just before the village was destroyed by that genie, me, saved the buildings and people by sealing them into spheres called Atla. Yeah, I did that. It seems those Atla were scattered all around by its tremendous magic power. I didn't foresee that. They were probably blown to different places around the world. It probably thinks everything is destroyed. It being the genie. Yeah, the genie. I never said that, but it is who I mean. You must restore the world before it realizes what happened. Absorb that which I sealed in Atla, using that Atlamilia, and bring that back. Then you'll be able to restore the world to its original form. You may even be able to create an even better world than before. And maybe I can read. Wouldn't that be nice? You don't seem to understand anything I'm saying. Oh well, I'll give you another lesson when you acquire some Atla. So long.
Well, that's just great. That's just great.
Towan, can you hear them? You should be able to hear them. Voices of the wind, voices of the trees, voices of the animals, and the voices of Earth. They are all calling for your help. Towan, you will probably meet and say goodbye to many people. In taking to these people... Oh, excuse me. See, reading. In talking to these people, you may receive clues to defeating the darkness. Look for them. Now, Towan, your adventure will begin. First, go to the village chief's house. I'll show you where to go next.
Norun Village. And our journey begins. Dark Cloud. All right, let's go. So, as you can see, this is the builder menu. Nothing there. There's also nothing here. Can't move anything. And there's no diorama analysis. So, we were told to go visit the village chief, mayor, whatever he's called. So here we go.
Ah, Towan, you are alive. Seems like we are the only ones in the village that survived. We never dreamt this would happen. One night and our village is gone. Can you believe this, Towan? I feel so helpless. I, the mayor of the village, can't do anything about it. What am I supposed to do now? How will I get paid? I can't collect taxes. I guess the only thing we can do is to get help from the guardian of Norin Village, Dran. Dran will not abandon us. He'll help us for sure. I have a favor to ask, Toan. Go to the Divine Beast Cave and tell Dran what happened. Divine Beast Cave is the cave outside, towards your right-hand side. I like the word side. You've probably seen it before, side. I may be imagining things, but I sense something has changed about the cave. Be careful. This is the cave key.
Oh, neat. Thank you.
I put the things you might need in your bag for you. Don't get carried away. If you get in trouble in there, come back here. I'll get you more supplies. Good luck.
Okay. A spiky bug's coming out. A prickly. For the fishing that I never do in this game because it's not the best. Alright, so this is an important area just for the sole fact that this is the only place you can get supplies early on in the game before you can get to Odd Gaffer's buggy and get that finished. So make sure that you always come back here pretty much after every dungeon run that you do. So like I said, you can go to the builder menu like this and then pop down. And here we go. Or you could just run if you want. When you see this exclamation point, hit square on your controller and hit the item. And in we go to our first dungeon run. Alright, B1. And since this is the tutorial dungeon, we'll be seeing a lot of the Great Fairy.
It's for real this time, Toan. From here on, you will be put to the true test. First, conquer this wretched Divine Beast's cave and find Dran's lair. That's your first goal. Since you're a beginner, I'll give you a lesson on how to fight in the dungeon. First, to advance to the next floor in a dungeon, acquire a gate key for the door leading to the next floor. That rhymed. Each dungeon has a different gate key. For the Divine Beast Cave, Dran's Crest will be the gate key. The gate key is almost always carried by a monster in the dungeon. You must defeat the monsters to acquire the gate key. Since you can't tell which one has the key, you just have to defeat them all. Next, I'll tell you about how to return to the ground level, rather than advancing to the floor below. To return to ground level, mind connect with me. Mind meld with me, young boy. In other words, speak with your mind. When you do this, I will transport your body to the ground level. Just select Leave Dungeon from the main menu. But be aware, if there are monsters left on the floor, the Mind Connect won't work. It will be blocked by their evil energies. In such cases, use the item Escape Powder to get out on your own. The Norin Village Chief has lots of it, so be sure to get it before you go. You can also mind connect with me when you go through the gate to the next floor of a dungeon. When you re-enter the dungeon, you can start at the next new level so you don't have to worry about losing progress. Unless you forget to save your game. Save your game! Next, it's onto weapons. Be aware that weapons are breakable. The more you use a weapon, the more it wears, and finally, it breaks. Broken weapons will disappear. To prevent weapons from breaking, use the item Repair Powder. It will restore their WHP. The longer you use a weapon by repairing, the more magic it absorbs from monsters and thus becomes stronger. It's said that when a weapon reaches its full strength, it can change to a more powerful form. Keep that in mind. Oh, I cast a special spell on the dagger you have on you so it'll never disappear. But all the new weapons you will get during the quest will disappear once they break, so be careful. Don't waste your hard work by letting a weapon break and disappear. Finally, the important stuff. The sphere, Atla, where I protected and sealed the fragments of the world. If you see an Atla, don't hesitate to touch it. You can absorb the contents of an Atla into Atlamilia by touching it. When you return to the surface, you will be able to begin reassembling these fragments of the world. Oops, today's lesson ran a little long. That's it for the lecture today. Now, Toan, show me your true ability on this quest. Goodbye!
Oh. I hope I never have to see him again.
Lock on with circle. Quick attack with X. And we will be hunting these monsters down. One thing I do like to do in this game is get the dagger up to 10. Plus 10, level 10, whatever you want to call it. And in that fashion, ooh, a lamp, great. I can upgrade whichever weapon I want to do next because it'll have all the base stats from this one into that one. So let me show you what I mean. Right now it's just dagger, and I can only repair it, change its attribute, which I can't, it only has wind, customize it by adding weapon attachments, or repair it. So, when it gets to plus 10, you can status break it. I guess I'll get to that when we get there, but that's what I like to do. This door right here is the door we need to get the key for in order to move on, but you don't want to move on unless you have to until you get all of these floating spheres. In the top right of your screen, you see two grayed out things. That would be a magic crystal, which gives you the location of all enemies and treasure chests and gambling circles. And then you have the map, which is self-explanatory. It fills out the map right on the right side of your screen. Magic crystals and maps are found in treasure chests. And up at the top left, you have your HP, you have your weapon HP, and then you have water. Water gradually goes down as you do anything in a dungeon, whether that's running around, standing around, attacking, getting hit, all that stuff. So you want to make sure you either run to, I guess, waterfalls, fountains, whatever you want to call them, to refill your water, as well as it also replenishes your HP. Ooh, we got a lamp and some trees. There's our map. Do we get someone's house? We got a keg. So we can hold a kegger. All right, now we can leave. And that little incessant beeping means this bad boy needs to be repaired. There is an item called auto repair powder. It costs 10 times more than repair powder, but it can be put into the action bar up in the top middle, and it automatically repairs your weapon when it gets down into that red zone. I never use it. I think it's a waste of Gilda, which is the money in this game. And there's the fountain. Ooh, abs are full. Means I can level up the weapon, which means I just wasted the experience that I would have gotten from that bat. Oh well. Macho. Okay, whoops. So let's go to the weapon and upgrade. Since I don't have any attachments to put into it, I'm not gonna wait till I find some. And there we go. And if you hit square, recover health and thirst here. And those are, I can't remember the actual name of them. I call them gambling circles. They can do anything from what it just did to increasing your weapon HP, decreasing your weapon HP, increasing the overall HP of your weapon, decreasing the overall HP of your weapon, to pumping up the monsters with energy, giving you money, taking your money away, filling your weapon's abs, changing the status of your weapon, which is a real pain in the ass when you get late into the game with high-level weapons. I generally do not like running through those late in the game, but early in the game, it doesn't really matter. Test your luck. And I already ran by it. I thought I was running to it. Oops. I should have put the key in the door. Oh well. And then items such as food. So bread, cheese, chicken, those all heal your HP. Any waters, tasty water, regular water, premium water, those refill your water bar. And then you have antidote drink, which heals poison. Soap, which gets rid of sticky or slow. Gooey peach gives, you can throw it at an enemy and it makes them slow. So let's see if we can't do that to an enemy right now. For the throwable items, I don't really use them unless my weapon HP is really low. So let's do that. And now it's all slow. There are also equipable items. Gosh dang it. There are equipable items called amulets, which stop poison. Curse, which doesn't allow you to change weapons. Freezing, which freezes you. What else is there? Gooey. It stops you from getting gooey, but they eventually tear and fall away if you get hit too much, and so you just have to replace them. I think that's everything. I just blitzed you with a lot of stuff, but throughout this playthrough, you're gonna see it all happen in real time, so you didn't need to take notes. There won't be a test on it later. Ooh, a road. There's the magic crystal, which is just great getting that now. At the very end, Macho's house. And a fence. That's great. All right, let's get out of here. We will actually eat some bread and drink some water, because when we leave, I will head to the mayor's house and get restocked before I come back in. Later in the game, I do like to just do chain runs where I go about 5 floors at a time. I like to stock up before I go in and just do 5 floors at a time. Make things easier. The question mark at the top of the map there is a back room area. You need a special item in each dungeon throughout the game to go back there. For this particular dungeon, you need tram oil. In the next one, it's sundew. And the one after that is a fresh fish. And the one after that is a stone key or a coffin key, something like that.
Surprise! Seems like you finally came back with some Atla. Very well, I shall teach you as promised. These pieces sealed inside Atla are released by touching the Atla with your left hand, where the power of the Atla Milia resides. But you'll learn more about that later!
I'm stopping the episode here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're enjoying this, if you want to see more of Dark Cloud, please hit the subscribe button, like the video, bong the bell, and leave a comment. And I will see you in the next episode, Spelunkisode of Dark Cloud. Take care, everybody.